Good evening, guys. My name is Rajendra. Welcome to Learn Testing Easy at Home channel. And today we are going to learn what is testing and what is manual testing, what is automation testing, why should we perform testing. We should learn all these topics today. First one is what is testing. So for this video, you don't need to watch at screen. Just listen to my voice. That's it. First is what is testing. First of all, I will give basic definition of testing. Then if you observe carefully at definition of testing, we can get to know what is the importance of testing and why should we do testing. So first, testing. Testing is nothing but it is a process of executing an application under test with the intent of finding defects and to make sure whether the software meets customer requirements and expectations or not. It's a process of executing a software application with the intent of finding defect. Merely finding defects is not at all enough. We should make sure whether it reaches customer requirements and expectations of customer. Suppose whenever we get requirement from customer, we develop software and we'll find 99% of defects. And if it doesn't meet requirements and expectations of customer, there is no use of software. So testing is not merely finding defects. We have to make sure whether it reaches customer requirements and expectations of customer or not. That is really testing. And I will give small example for this to get to know what is the importance of testing. Suppose in real-time projects, usually in service-based companies, so we have two types of companies in software. One is service-based companies and the second one is product-based companies. Let us take for an example in service-based companies. In service-based companies, so requirements will be collected by business analyst. He knows about requirement very well and he collects requirements from a customer. Customer will give requirement, and after getting requirement, he will explain the things. He will explain the requirements to testers and developers. Developers will develop the software, tester will test it. So developer is also a human being. Human tendency is doing mistake. Even minute mistake leads to big losses. So we should make sure whether it reaches customer requirements and expectations of customer. According to requirement document, test engineer has to prepare test cases. And once a software is developed, so it has to be tested. And nowadays testing will be started from earlier phase of development life cycle. It's because of, so there may be chance business analyst can capture wrong requirements. So testing will be started from earlier phases of development life cycle itself. And this is the importance of testing. So the next one is manual testing. It is a process of executing an application under test with the intent of finding defects by test engineer, and he has to make sure whether it reaches customer requirements and expectations of customer or not. If it is done by test engineer, that is manual testing. If the testing is done through automation testing tools like QTP, Selenium, Auto8. Auto8 is not a testing tool. QTP, Selenium, and JMeter, LoadRunner. These are all few of automation testing tools that we usually use to perform automation testing. And I will give an example for automation testing. Automation testing is nothing but it is a process of executing an application under test by using automation testing tools and it can be done either by using automation test, either by writing test scripts or by recording test or by recording actions. That is automation testing. And I will give what is test scripts, how can we I will give a small example how can we write test scripts. So here I am not writing any code, just listen to my voice. A test scripts is nothing but it is a set of instructions which are developed either in a language or in scripting language, and that will be executed on a software application to make sure whether it behaves as expected or not. It is a set of instructions. That's it. And we can perform automation testing even by recording actions also. Suppose we have to perform certain action for 1,000 times, and if you try to perform the same action for 1,000 times by manually, it takes a lot of time, effort and cost. And by recording actions we can automate it for 1,000 times at a time if you want. For that we can use tools like JMeter, Loadrunner, like that. We have tools in market, we can use them. And this is, guys, what is testing, what is manual testing, what is automation testing. Thank you so much, guys.